So today I received a bunch of Happy Mail and I want to take a picture of it for Instagram. And I thought, because I've had people mention my photo staging before, which honestly, I don't think I'm that pro at it, but I have a few tips and tricks. So I figured I'd lift the veil, show you how I do it, and then you can try doing it the way I do or say, screw you, dude, I got a better idea. If I'm at home and I feel like using something besides my camera on my phone, I'm gonna use this. It's a Canon Rebel T5 EOS to take a picture, DSLR camera. And I actually have an iFi wireless memory card, and that memory card manages to send the pictures from my camera to my phone, so I can just edit it in the apps there and post it to Instagram from my phone. This, what you see on my carpet, is it's a piece of like kind of vinyl-y sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, but it's a photo backdrop, and I got it off of Etsy from a store called Northern Lights, and I'll link it in the description below. And I have the 2-foot by 3-foot one. And this is what I use to stage a lot of my pictures on. If I don't stage it on this, I will stage it on a piece of white foam core, which you can pick up super cheap at Target or whatever. The Happy Mail that I got today is the binder from Chrissy Ann Designs that I got, which is gorgeous. And I got the April Station Stickers Sticker Club stickers. And normally I don't like to put more than one shop stuff in a picture, but because these look so pretty together, I seriously can't help but do this. So when I start staging, I put things at a bit of an angle to make it look a little less boring. And when remembering that the composition of your picture, if you're going to go traditional Instagram style, is going to be a square. So you want to kind of lay it down the way a square would. Let's see here. I don't want to cover up the binder because the binder is glorious, but I want to kind of show off the stickers. So notice that I'm just sort of laying them down in a way that looks kind of interesting. I think that, yeah. So that will make a pretty square picture. Once I have everything staged, then I'll come in with my camera and I will compose the picture up above it until I get a good spot. Then I will take the picture. Then once I take the picture and I have one that I like, I will transfer it over to my phone, and that's where I'm going to start the editing process. So now that I have a picture that I'm happy with on my camera, it's time to move it over to my phone. Make sure if you have one of these iFi cards, you'll find it linked down below. If you don't have one, you have to go the traditional route of plugging shit in and moving shit over. I'd never do all that because I'm lazy, so that's why I got one of these cards. So make sure your camera is on if you have one of these cards. And then you go into your phone where the Wi-Fi is, and then you change it to, you'll see your iFi network. Pick that, and then you go over to, once it logs into the network, you go over to your iFi Mobi app, and then it will begin to receive from your camera. Never done a video like this where I'm showing my phone before. It's kind of strange to me. Okay, and now the picture that I wanted has uploaded to my phone. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna save image, and then I'm gonna open it in a couple of the apps that I use to edit. So the first app that I use to edit is called A Color Story, and it's put out by A Beautiful Mess. The app itself is free. You can pick up filters that go with it for more filters for it if you pay for them. I paid for the bundle because I was like, fuck it, it's $7.99. I use this app, so I might as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna go to filters, and then I'm gonna start looking through the filters to see one that brightens the colors in such a way that it looks really awesome for me. One of my favorites for brightening the colors is in the chroma filters, and it's called chroma. You can see the difference, like with no filter, and then you pick the chroma. And so I'm gonna pick that, I'm gonna go with it, and then I'm gonna finish with this app. I just use it to bump the colors up. You could do this again with an app like where you manage them yourself, but I am not going to I'm not gonna do that today. Then the other app that I use a lot of the time is actually called A Beautiful Mess. I think this is a paid app. So I'm gonna go in, pick Solo, grab that picture that I just used, and this time I'm gonna go and I'm gonna crop it so that it works for Instagram. I'm gonna blow it up a little bit to fit into the square. So that's my cropped image. Now I'm gonna go back into the filters and I'm gonna see, the one I like the most is Poppy because I think it brightens it. You can see here, this is what it looks like before Poppy. And this is what it looks like after Poppy. It's just a little bit brighter, but I like that, so I'm gonna hang on to that. Now that I'm done with the filtering, I'm gonna add my watermark to it. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna add in llama letters. I try to make my watermarks as unobtrusive as possible. I like to have them on there so people see where the picture came from, but I don't want everybody and their mother to have like a giant llama letters plastered across the top. That's just not how I roll. So I'm gonna pick purple since it's one of the kind of predominant, and I'm gonna put it, I like to put my watermark along the side of something where it's noticeable but not like insanely noticeable. You can see it's right there, and then I'm going to take it down a little bit. You can use this slider in the app to reduce the brightness of it so that it's a little bit more unobtrusive. There it is. It's all finished. And then all I do is I go post it to Instagram with some hashtags and I tag the creators and I'm all done. So I may wind up doing a video later this month showing the apps I like to use for photo editing if I can figure out how to screencast on my phone, but I wanted to show my process for staging and then photo editing and then posting. I'm not a pro at this, really not a pro at this. Some of my pictures still come out hella washed out, some of them still come out looking really stupid, but I do try really hard. I will have everything, including the memory card that I use, linked down below in case you need them. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you aren't already subscribed, and I'll see you next time.